Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. How are you? Good, thank you. I was just watching something on narcissist. I put on one of my planes. I think it's on heart with an actual heart after it. Red bum. Oh no, it's on God Says. Um, Going on about he was talking about when narcissists' eyes turn black when they get really angry. Yes, I do. um, how do I survive? Well, I'm undead, man. um, yeah. So, see, different blood, different brain, different, and the destroyer comes out and all that stuff. So, they kept going on about lizards and stuff. Um, I don't know if you know this, but sorry, I'm multitasking. Um, Sometimes, like for instance, two people just don't get along. You know what I mean? Yeah. So actually, when they're near each other, they just fight each other all the time, right? So I found something in the Bible recently about cleaving, right? So if the two people who cleave and actually form together in one body, this is really heavy duty cleaving, but yeah, it does happen. You get things like narcissists when they get really angry, the destroyer comes out of them, and there's two of them. Right, but working together, if they're a bad mix, yeah, I'd go back. Yeah, yeah. um, what else? Anyway, what else? Lack of empathy, lack of um understanding of a higher power. I used to lack of connection to a higher power. Um, you know, I could say God is real and all that stuff, and you can see the nature around us, but I'm wondering if that's why they're trying to destroy nature and the planets and the suns and moons and Matrix wiping out the wind and the sun and the rain and what's really going on, because I don't like seeing miracles from God and all that stuff. Yeah, they know God is real. I mean, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be trying to destroy God or signs of God or even the meanings of holy words or something, twisting them around, trying to brainwash us into believing it means something different. And you see it in the Romans, every race they've tried to take over, even as recently as the English tried to take over Australia. Try to lose make the Aboriginal people, try to kill them all. The ones who so I tried to change the meanings of the words at first, and then they just stopped them from remembering the languages by electrocuting their brains or traumatizing them, and stop them from having cultural identity by making it illegal and killing them if they tried to have religious ceremonies and tried to stop them from even making friends within their own groups, tried to stop them from being raised by parents of the same group, so they wouldn't have a cultural identity, tried to stop them from having connections to their planet, or what they call country, which is so important to them, by telling them that there's going to be a big comet or something going. Sometimes it happened, sometimes it didn't, and they had to leave the earth, and then they didn't have connection to the planet or the country, and they're determined, aren't they? Yes, they are determined to try to wipe out languages, and they're trying to do that to all of us. So how am I so? Yeah, right. Good question. So here I am. All this stuff's happened to me, and you all know at least some of it in various ways. Well, I'm still talking about God. How do you think I survived? Well, current status is I'm dead, but when I pray to God, by whatever name I pray to God, or gods or goddesses or Buddhas, I think down to my heart. Well, I love them where they love me. And I know they'll remove you. They've done it to me. But, praying. Yeah, I've got my heart. I've got it back now. Pray, be good and all holy and all enlightened, and all make be worthy of God's attention, even if we are unable to pray for a while. It's like putting money into a bank account. You keep putting money in there, or you get money for working or whatever. It goes in there. If you do good and are holy and all enlightened and all meek in your life, then that goes into the equivalent of an account with God. Right. That's in there. That's in that account. It's like money is being held by a bank. If it's actual money, yeah. Well, the account with God is held with God. Right. So you keep putting stuff in your account by being good and all holy and enlightened and meek, like I do, and it's the same with the universe, man. Law of attraction, all that stuff. Wait, and here I am. Wait, so keep being good and all holy and all enlightened and meek. Yep, Greg Braden calls it heart-brain cohesion. I was so relieved when I saw it. Somebody actually saying, yeah, I think that's probably alright. We call it brain heart cohesion on Gaia and on YouTube. Yeah, Greg Braden official. Yeah, so they do go back. They are scary, and yes, they will do the most horrendous things because they've been brainwashed, because they're possessed, because they've had implants, because they've been brain trained. Some people call it that. Because they've been abused, because they think it's actually helpful for others, because they think that the other ones that might abuse them might actually be worse than them, because I know it says in the Bible that in the end days, two might be sleeping in a bed, one will be saved, one will not. Yeah. So that if it's everywhere, then even if it's two narcissists in the same bed, one will be saved, one will not. So I do believe in free will. very important you do not, by your own free will, do anything that is not good and or holy and or enlightened and meek. And I'll give you another blessing this time. I hope for lots of good stuff, including love and in love with and respect for all of us who are good and or holy and or enlightened and meek, and all trying to be and all hoping, wanting to be. See you later.